Hi guys, I'm Dave in real life and welcome to
Unmissable!
We saw on last Friday's Smackdown Solo Sikoa leave his bloodline members in the ring. Yeah, he walked out, throwing his coat over his shoulder, leaving his bloodline brethren, his brothers, in the ring. Yeah, what did this mean though? What does this mean for the bloodline going forward? Lots of reports around saying that this could be the end of this, the name, of course, of Bloodline. Doesn't mean that this trio or the quartet is done. Obviously, we've got Tonga Loa is out injured at the minute. But yeah, obviously, he has fallen from grace. Obviously, the crowd reaction last week was very toxic against him to the point that even Jacob Fatu during the ad break had to tell them to shut up and respect Solo. I mean, yeah, this is the thing. There was a lot of respect for Solo still from Jacob Fatu, but noticeably since Solo lost to Roman and lost to Ulafala, there was no "I love you, Solo" from Jacob at all. And yeah, that's very, very telling. It just seems like Jacob and Tama Tonga have gone out rogue. They're on their own. And Solo seems to have told us that as well by leaving. It could be the fact that Solo's having family time and having a bit of time away, or this could be a part of a bigger story. I mean, me personally, I think that Solo Sikoa will be in the Rumble. And there's a couple of ways that they could book him in the Rumble, to be honest. And I want to take a little walk with you with this. It's only a suggestion, it's only my idea, but I think it would be super cool to see how this would play out. Obviously, we've got the number one slot, and it's Jacob Fatu what comes out to the ring in the Rumble. He's the one heading off to the ring. Then what if it's Solo Sikoa at number two? I mean, look, I'm totally down for this match. I mean, a real change of guard. But what if just Solo takes his time? Or we could even do it where Tama Tonga and, the LA Knight could be in the ring together. Then you got Jacob Fatu. Then you get Braun Strowman. Then the fifth member comes out of the Rumble and it's Solo Sikoa. And then he has to decide, does he join his team, his bloodline, or does he go on his own? Is he going to go rogue? I mean, this is a massive question anyway. Coming out of SmackDown, is Solo going solo? I mean, yeah, is he? Is he going rogue? Has he gone AWOL? Has he left Tama Tonga and Jacob Fatu after the disgrace of losing Ula Fala? Does he feel that embarrassed that he is now potentially not the leader of the bloodline anymore? That he would not have that kind of respect from his fellow members, because obviously he was the leader of this group. He was the main guy. Now he's not. Now Jacob could take that claim. Now Tama Tonga or even Tonga Loa could take the claim to be the head of this faction, because Solo defines himself as just another family member. So yeah, the dynamics what they could play out at the Royal Rumble. Like I said, I mean, whose side would Solo be on? Would he go with his team, with his bloodline? It would be epic, because then we could have them three totally dominate the Rumble until we get to the big guys like John Cena, Randy Orton, or even Roman Reigns himself. And then Roman eliminates all three. I mean, we could play this out during the Rumble, or we could do it before. We've got two more SmackDowns before the Rumble. And of course, we've got Saturday night's main event. I mean, there is a match with Tama Tonga this Friday. We will get into that when we visit SmackDown Hotel. But then we've got Jacob Fatu versus Braun Strowman on Saturday at Saturday night's main event. So yeah, their involvement is very much clear, and they have been involved in TV since that Raw debut on Netflix when Solo lost the Ulafala. So their presence is there, but Solo, no presence at all. He had one segment and he didn't say a word and just left. I mean, is this a game plan? Is this something else? Is he recruiting new members? We don't know what is happening with Solo Sikoa right now. We know what's happening with Jacob. We know what's happening with Tama Tonga. We even know what's happening with Tongaloa. He's out injured and probably he's destined to be back after Mania. So maybe that is it. Maybe Solo has gone out to recruit. Maybe he's getting some more members. I mean, we're only speculating at that. But like I said, I do think Solo comes back at the Rumble. And that's where this story starts to play out. I mean, if it's the end of the bloodline, surely we'll get to the point where Jacob Fatu goes on his own. Tama Tonga and Tongaloa form the tag team, Gorilla, which we've seen in New Japan. So they go on strong with the tag division doing their own thing. I mean, this could be a very pivotal part of their storyline, them going solo, doing their own thing. I think Solo Sikoa versus Jacob Fatu in the future would be fascinating, and I can't wait to see that match. But like I said, this is all speculation. It could be all hot wind, and these could certainly just get back together. Be probably under a new banner, not Bloodline. A Samoan SWAT team. I know that's been used in MLW, but you could use a variation of that. I'm sure they could get away with something along them lines. I mean, obviously, I don't know. Wild Samoans is a trademarked by WWE, so they could use something with that. So yeah, it's a very interesting little situation here, and I'm not quite sure how this is going to all play out. Of course, it's going to be fascinating. Certainly going into the Rumble, that there's this little story which is not really catching that many people's imagination for yet. Obviously, we're all talking about Wyatt Six going to Smackdown. We're all concerned about what John Cena's going to do at the Royal Rumble. This is a little story what's just going to play out in the background, and I'm all for it. I mean, anything can happen with this faction. I mean, the Bloodline stuff has been pretty much pivotal and probably one of the main storylines inside WWE for the last 4 or 5 years. So I don't think they just drop it. I think that there's certainly a tension there. I mean, Jacob Fatu is certainly somebody that we want to push. And I think, obviously, they get that big push at the weekend when he beats Braun Strowman. I don't know who else they feed to him. Maybe it is the likes of Solo Sikoa they feed to Jacob Fatu. Very fascinating. But yeah, this is just my thoughts on what is happening with Solo and the Bloodline on SmackDown. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Maybe Solo Sikoa is now working in a burger van. He's selling burgers outside of the stadiums, or at the merch stand. He's given up wrestling. He's no longer the tribal chief, so he's just given in. He's quit. You can just imagine him flipping burgers. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's all it is. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. What has happened to Solo? Does he come back? Is this faction done? Oh, I mean, man, so much can happen in round the Rumble and especially WrestleMania season just around the corner as well. Imagine Solo Sikoa versus Jacob Fatu at WrestleMania 41. For me personally, sign me up, baby.
Welcome to the Smackdown Hotel.
The Smackdown Hotel has opened its door for another week. And yeah, there is 2 matches announced for tonight's SmackDown. Obviously, this is taped way before all the other good stuff happens. We have got 2 matches tonight. And the first is Motor City Machine Guns taking on Pretty Deadly. This should be a cool little match. Obviously, it's DIY have challenged Pretty Deadly to eliminate Motor City Machine Guns. They do not want to face them for their championships anytime soon, so they have enlisted Pretty Deadly to do a job. I do think DIY get involved in this match. I do think that I think a few tag teams might get involved in this match, and it'll lead to a fatal 4-way tag match, maybe at the Royal Rumble. I feel like they're going to do something because there's a lot of moving parts in this tag division. DIY, Los Garza, sorry, and of course pretty deadly in the mix as well with Motor City Machine Guns. So definitely something can happen here. I do think this ends as pretty much as a no contest, just because of all the interference. But yeah, we're quite looking forward to this. Any time that the Motor City Machine Guns wrestle, it's always quite a fun match. Then, last but not least, I assume we'll have Cody, we'll have Kevin Owens, we'll have all that good stuff on the show. But the match what got announced last week is LA Knight, taking on Tama Tonga. Obviously, and I say obviously quite a lot, but Jacob Fatu is going to be involved in this match. Obviously, we've just done the video about Solo Sikoa. Do we see him tonight? I mean, I don't know, is the answer to that question. I mean, I don't know. It's one of them things. Do we get a video package with him? I do not know. But it's going to be fascinating the next 2 weeks on that front. But yeah, Tama Tonga versus LA Knight. I feel that Jacob Fatu will get involved. Braun Strowman will come down, get involved. We could probably have a tag team match announced for next week, where it would be Tama Tonga, Jacob Fatu versus Braun Strowman, LA Knight. I mean, yeah, we are building slowly to the Royal Rumble, of course. Raw is the go home show. So is Smackdown next week. We are live for both of them watch-alongs, so make sure that you hit that notification bell so that you can be a part of that. It's going to be an absolutely fascinating week. We certainly like NXT. Unfortunately, no NXT watch-along, even though it's going to be a massive show, which is a shame. Bloody work. But one thing we are definitely doing this weekend is the Royal Rumble. Make sure that you're a part of that. It's going to be epic. I am sure there's going to be more matches added to that as the weeks, as this final week comes to an end. And cannot wait. The Rumble is pretty special, and hopefully we get some shocks and surprises. But certainly more than we got last year. And maybe a special appearance from one gentleman. Say his name and he appears. It's Adam Pearce. No, obviously Joe Hendry. We're all expecting him to show up, of course. Let me know what you think in the comment section below of everything in this video. What you think of SmackDown tonight. Is there any matches that I've missed? Obviously, I think there's only 2 matches actually announced up to the point of recording. And let me know what you think of Solo. What do you think they'll do? What is the booking for Solo going forward? Do you keep him alone or do you put him back with the faction? And if they do they have a new name? Do they have some new members? I don't know. Let me know in the comment section below what you think of all of that. Good stuff. And yeah, join me Monday for that live watch along Raw, the go home show. It's going to be stacked, baby. Obviously, Cody Rhodes and all of that good stuff. Even possible Roman Reigns will be on that show. So, unmissable for sure. Anyway, I've been Dave in real life. You guys have been awesome. Until the next time, bye for now.